Hi, I'm Wayne Besson, Executive Director for Truth Wins Out. Happy National Coming Out Day. But coming out affects more than just GLBT people. The closet hurts everyone. Today we're going to hear from 4 women who married so-called ex-gays. These sham marriages shattered in the end and almost ruined their lives. Let's hear their stories.
And everything that I had thought was real wasn't real. It was absolutely just the most horrible moment of my life, absolutely.
But he had been cheating on me from 3 months into our marriage, all through our entire marriage, at any opportunity he could find.
He decided to walk out. I had 2 little children at home at the time, and I was very devastated.
You know, I should be taller, thinner, blonder, smarter, better housekeeper or whatever. And you always have that in the back of your mind that, you know, you can fix the marriage.
And total shock. And I think I remained in complete and total shock for a good month. It was so surreal.
And it just put me into sort of a catatonic state. It was like, oh my God, you know, now I have this other piece of information. What do I do with it? What did this mean? What does this mean going forward in the future for me and my children? Beginning to feel angry and used and betrayed and endangered.
My life has been so damaged, and my kids' lives have been damaged. It's terrifying. Certainly never wanted to or planned to be dating. This happened when I was 47. At this point in my life, to this day, I resent it very, very much.
Many of us are very severely damaged. We have what I would nicely call issues. I really don't trust people. I don't trust men. I really haven't dated since 35 years basically since I met my husband. And it's sad because I could be out there finding somebody, but my issues are just too big right now.
These organizations that try to convince people that they can be cured, they need to be stopped.
I think that these organizations are extremely detrimental to the whole concept of the straight gay marriages, because I have women who are struggling for years, who are really giving away years of their lives because of this kind of counseling and this kind of advice.
My husband told me that before he met me, he went to his father, who happens to be a psychologist, and told his father that he thought he might be gay. And his father said to him, quote unquote, "Oh no, don't be gay. It's too difficult to be gay." So between these 2 brilliant minds, they decided that the best solution was for Alan to meet a woman and to get married and lead a straight life. It angers me tremendously that I was used. I feel like I was really used. I was an innocent lamb led to slaughter is how I see it. I mean, my whole life was taken from me. My family was destroyed, and it hurts me so much because family was so important to me. I had no choice of my own. That was done to me. And I would never, ever encourage anyone to ever take that path.
And he said, the gay feelings, it never really goes away.
I would tell Alan Chambers and James Dobson, if they were in this room, that what they're doing is destroying the lives of families, not helping the lives of families.
I would say to Alan Chambers and James Dobson that what you are doing is wrong.
And that's when I found out about this group, Courage. And I know that they destroyed another friend of mine's life because they really messed him up psychologically. He cannot admit who he is in public because they have it so ingrained in him that it's just not an acceptable way to be. And he just can't be with women, so now he can't be with anybody.
I think the organizations that are trying to convince people that they can be reprogrammed are just a sham. They're doing a lot of destructive work. There is no such thing. If you're gay, you're gay. If you're straight, you're straight. It's not like you can have blue eyes and put brown contact lenses on top of them and fool everybody. Sure, you can fool some of the people some of the time, but basically you are what you are, and you should be able to go with that and live a good and a valid and a happy life just with whatever you got, rather than having to pretend and drag other innocent casualties into it, like the spouses and the children that end up being the collateral damage of these relationships. There just is no such thing as reprogramming. It does not exist. And when people think it does, it doesn't last very long. They find they're coming right back to being what they are.
It's who you are. People are born the way they're born. And I always say that people have no choice in who they are, they just have a choice in being honest about it.
Just please don't do it. Please be who you are. Get support, you know, find some, there's so many support groups now. Find somebody to help you through the process, but be who you are, because pretending to be something else is never going to work. It's inevitable. And do you really want to put some person in this position that I'm in right now? I would hope not.
It's not a disease. It's not something that can be cured. It's who you are. Be proud of it.
It's not a choice. People are who they are. Learn to love them, learn to embrace them, and help them love themselves so they don't have to go and get married to be somebody who they're not.
As you can see, staying in the closet and getting married helps no one. So-called ex-gay sham marriages almost always end in failure. Be true to yourself. Live honestly and openly, and have a happy National Coming Out Day.